Manifestation doesn't work when you're waiting for the universe to do what discipline should be doing. It doesn't work when you visualize the dream but avoid the work. And it definitely doesn't work when your daily choices contradict what you say you want. If you're ready to understand what manifestation actually requires, not the fantasy version, but the real one, this episode is for you. Welcome to Becoming Her. Today we're talking about something that gets misunderstood constantly: manifestation. So many of us have been taught that if we just believe hard enough, visualize clearly enough, affirm loudly enough, everything will fall into place. But then reality hits. We set intentions and nothing changes. We make vision boards and still feel stuck. We repeat affirmations, but our lives stay the same. And we start to think maybe manifestation doesn't work. Maybe we're doing it wrong. Maybe we're not spiritual enough or positive enough or worthy enough. But that's not the truth. The truth is simpler and harder. Manifestation works when your actions match your intentions, when your habits align with your vision, when you build the life you want instead of just wishing for it. Let me tell you what most people get wrong about manifestation. We treat it like magic, like if we just think the right thoughts or feel the right feelings, everything will fall into place. But manifestation isn't magic, it's alignment. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally creates what you say you want. It's about building systems that support your vision. It's about making choices every single day that prove you believe in what you're calling in. Here's what we as women don't talk about enough. We've been sold this idea that manifestation should feel easy, that if it's meant for us, it will flow effortlessly. But that's not how growth works. Real manifestation requires us to change, to stretch, to become someone we've never been before. And change is uncomfortable, so we avoid it. We stay in our comfort zones and wonder why our dreams aren't showing up. We want different results, but we're not willing to do things differently. There's also this piece about worthiness. So many of us are trying to manifest from a place of lack. We're trying to prove we're enough by achieving something external. We're using manifestation to fill a void instead of creating from wholeness. But the universe doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to clarity, to confidence, to the energy of someone who already knows they're worthy, regardless of what shows up. When you're manifesting from fear, from trying to escape your current reality, from needing something outside of yourself to feel complete, it doesn't work because your energy is contracted, you're gripping instead of receiving. Real manifestation happens when you're clear about what you want and willing to become the person who has it. When you stop waiting for permission and start building the infrastructure. When you match your vision with your daily choices. This isn't about toxic positivity or pretending everything is fine when it's not. This is about taking radical responsibility for your life, for your energy, for the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So, what does manifestation actually require? Not the Instagram version, not the quick fix version, the real sustainable version that creates lasting change. Let me break it down for you. Not in 10 complicated steps, but in the fundamental shifts that actually matter. First, you need to release what you're still carrying. You can't call in a new chapter while you're still holding on to the last one. Before you start manifesting what you want, ask yourself what you're ready to let go of. What belief is keeping you stuck? What story are you still telling yourself about who you are? Maybe it's the belief that you're not capable. Maybe it's the fear that you'll fail again. Maybe it's the resentment from something that didn't work out. Write it down, acknowledge it, thank it for protecting you, and then release it. You can create a small ritual if it helps. Burn the paper, bury it, tear it up, and throw it away. This signals to your nervous system that you're ready for something new, that you're not dragging old energy into new opportunities. Second, get clear on the feeling, not just the outcome. Most of us manifest by focusing on what we want to have, the relationship, the income, the body. But what you actually want is how you think those things will make you feel. So ask yourself, how do I want to feel? Confident? Free? Peaceful? Abundant? Loved? Then start cultivating that feeling now, not when you achieve the thing, now. Because when you embody the energy of what you want, you start making different choices. You start showing up differently, and that shifts everything. If you want to feel confident, what would a confident woman do today? If you want to feel abundant, how would an abundant woman move through her day? If you want to feel peaceful, what would you need to release or protect? You don't wait for the feeling, you practice it, you become it, and then the external reality starts to match. Let's move to third. Build the system that supports your vision. This is where most people stop. They have the vision, they feel the feeling, but they don't build the structure. If you want to start a business, you need a plan. You need to research. You need to test ideas. You need to schedule time for it. If you want a healthier body, you need consistent movement, nourishing food, and proper rest. If you want deeper relationships, you need to show up, communicate, and create space for connection. Your calendar should reflect your priorities. Your habits should align with your goals. Your environment should support who you're becoming. Manifestation without action is just fantasy. The universe meets you halfway. You have to show up for your part. Fourth, work with your resistance, not against it. When you start moving towards your dreams, fear will show up, doubt will show up. Your nervous system will try to pull you back to what's familiar. This doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. This means you're growing. Your brain resists change because change feels unsafe, even when it's good for you. So instead of fighting the fear, acknowledge it. Say, of course I'm scared. This is new. This matters, and I'm doing it anyway. You don't wait for the fear to go away. You move with it. That's courage. That's how you prove to yourself that you're serious. And finally, become the kind of person your dream requires. You can't create a new life with old beliefs. You can't step into your next level while still identifying with your old limitations. So ask yourself, who do I need to become? What does the version of me who already has this believe about herself? How does she think? How does she speak? How does she spend her time? Then start embodying that now, not when you achieve the thing, now. Because your identity drives your actions, and your actions create your reality. Here's what I want you to remember. Manifestation isn't about wishing harder, it's about aligning deeper. It's about matching your energy with your effort, your vision with your choices, your dreams with your discipline. You don't attract what you want, you become the person who creates it, and that requires real work and honest work. The kind of work that happens quietly and daily, without applause. And it's worth it, because you're not just manifesting a goal, you're becoming her. Thank you for being here. See you in next video.